Hey, welcome everyone. Tom here from Park Avenue Trading, your chief dealer, keeping you sane in these insane markets. Weekly analysis for, where are we? October 14th through the October 17th, 2024. It is Sunday, 10:35 Eastern Standard Time, and we got a bullish tone in dollar yen. And here's the point I think that's really important for this week. A close on a daily basis above 149.20 is going to yield 149.85. And then a break of that, the target's 150.35. And beyond that's the big 151.90. But really, right now, what we got going on in good old dollar yen, I don't know why that thing is on, is we have support at for the week at 148.44 right here. It's a really important support point. If dollar yen turns down, it most likely can dollar yen breaks this level on a daily basis, closes below it, then we're probably going back down to a 147.87 level, 147.90. There should be some solid support there, because if we notice right here, this is a 4-hour chart. So I'm using a 4-hour chart for this because it's really good for daily analysis, but it's also pretty good for weekly analysis. It's good for all time frames. It's like half a day. So we got this low bar's close is basically right at that point. So it's a signal for a longer term that if it breaks that, all right, where are we going to? Well, we're probably going to go down to somewhere over in this area here. I really don't see that happening with dollar yen. It's like I said, it's got a bullish tone to it. So the point to watch for the week is a break above 149.20 on a daily basis. A close above that's opening the way up to the 152 level. Now it's going to go back and forth, no doubt. I mean, it's going to hit 149.80, retrace, consolidate, and then take off, but or move back up if I am right. Now I've been right in the last 2 weeks of analysis. I do implore you to go back to watch last week's analysis, because I said we could go to 147.20. I didn't believe the hype of the jobs number. I said we could go to 147.20. I must have said that on a daily analysis. And we had a support point on the weekly analysis at 147, the figure, and 147.20. And we went right to 147.20 before the market regathered steam and came back up. So just to recap, supports 148.44 and 147.90. Below that's the 147.20 level. A break above 149.20 that is held on a daily basis is opening up a rally to 149.85, 150. Then we got 150, like 35.40 behind that, and then that opens up to 151.90. If we break 151.90, we're going to definitely get consolidation. And you got to watch the daily analysis, because I'll put the consolidation points that are important to watch to try to grab some cheap dollars or actually sell some expensive dollars. So anyway, let's move on to sterling yen, sterling dollars next. That dog. All right, sterling dollar. Sterling dollar is in the shitter right now. As you know, I was expecting a rally that has not materialized. And right now, it needs to get over 131.05. Let's just move that. 131.05 to really fend off this weakness. A close above on a daily basis has to occur. And then there's a lot of resistance. There's resistance at 131.35, and there's resistance at 131.65 and 132.25. But I'm not even concerned with that, because it needs to get over 131.05 first to show any type of shaking off this downward movement that we're having right now. The critical price for this week is 130. Okay, 129.95, 130 to figure. If you start seeing this break this is really showing that sterling dollar is heading to 128.47. That is a main support for sterling dollar right now. Let me get a line up over there. 128, 128.50. It's fine. 128.51 is a really major point for sterling dollar right now. So the first level is this 130 to figure 129.95. Okay, a break of that could send sterling dollar back down right here, right to 128.50. Below that is 127.5. I don't think that's going to happen this week. Now, if I'm going to make a cross extrapolation, now this is going to be dependent on a rally of dollar yen. And I think that sterling yen is slightly bid right now, and we're going to go over that next. But if I took a cross extrapolation, let's say, sterling yen isn't there right now, but let's use 195.50, and let's go divided by 150.25. That pins sterling dollar right at 130.11. That pins sterling dollar at 130.11. That's fine. That's still above that 129.95 level. Okay. So now I'm just playing fun with numbers, right? I'm taking the cross. I'm using one leg of the cross, trying to figure out where the other component would be. Let's say sterling yen can climb up to 196 and dollar yen's 151.25. That makes sterling dollar at 129.5. So what I'm saying right now is, as dollar yen, if it continues to rally and there's no real interest in sterling dollar, it's going to push sterling dollar down, and the cross is going to go up through the value of the dollar versus the yen going up. The yen getting weaker, not so much that the sterling is getting stronger. That's all I got to say about that. So the point you got to watch is the 131.05. It needs to get over on a daily basis to show any type of shaking off this weakness. Now, it would be great if sterling dollar was rallying and dollar yen was rallying. That's going to really put a lot of fuel under sterling yen to drive it up higher. I mean, if I was in charge of this whole thing, I would do something like that to make it really exciting. But unfortunately, the Forex people that are in control, that are pulling the strings, don't have me on the board of directors yet. All right, so let's get on over to sterling yen. That's the next one. Hang on. Okay, sterling yen weekly. All right. Whew. The first level that we need to get over in sterling yen is 195.66. I think I had that on a daily analysis, and it's still a good point. Why doesn't this thing move over? Let's see if I can. Yeah, I got it to move over. Get out of the way there. The next, the level that has to blow off, the top that has to blow off to really show that it's rallying, is 196.04, and we got weekly support at 192.98. Not very much help right now, sitting at 195. So I need to get some better points, and I'm gonna have to do some analysis. Give me a second, I'll come back with those, and you won't even know. It'll be so fast, So hang on. All right. So on the week, this week coming up, what's the important point aside from getting through 195.66 and 196.04? The first, now this is really also part of like a daily analysis. So I'm kind of combining these two, which I really shouldn't do. If we can get, okay, 195.08, 195.08. Okay, let's get that up there. 195.08. If on a daily basis we can close above 195.08, there'll be support then moving in on a daily volatility at 194.35-ish, 194.40. Then that's like the catapult level. Like that should be the level that poof, we go back up through 195.08, we attack 195.66. Daily close above 195.66 is yielding 196.04. That's the really important point. 196.04 is the real important point. I expect that there would be a lot of resistance there, and we could basically then look at market structure using Fibonacci levels, a higher time frame, and I'll do that. I mean, I'll do that on the daily analysis. I always use that. You don't know it, but I'm using some other things, some other spices I'm throwing into the pot. So what am I saying right now? Right now, for the week, I need a good weekly support level here. I mean, 193 is too far away. So hang on, I gotta come up with a better weekly support level, like a pivot level. Okay, gonna go out on a limb here. I'm gonna say, and this is, I'm using a little bit of Forex alchemy here. I like that name, Forex alchemy. 194.52 is the like weekly kind of pivot right here. Let me get a different color because we'll make it red. Forex alchemy, 194.52. That's the important point for this week to basically to show strength. Okay. Behind that level, we got 193.60. Where's that? Oh, it's like right there. Cool. Right there. 193.61. All right, so here we go. Weekly. Right now, when the market opens, watch this 194.52 level. If we can hold above this, we're going to try to attack that 195.08, which is a really important point. We could close above that on a daily basis. We're headed to 195.66. If, for some strange reason, we break down through this, all right, we're going to have support we'll have some support at like 195, 194.20-ish, but really the main support is 193.61 on the weekly. That's a weekly important point. If for some crazy reason we break through that, well, guess what? We got that 192.98. I don't really foresee that happening. If we're looking at, this is a 4-hour chart, obviously. We're looking at this structure right here. We have a pretty bullish, right now, bullish tone to it. Hang on, what do I got here? Do I got the ability to do that? Let me see. Oh, I got to shut this off so I can touch this. And we got a nice trend line coming up right here, support line on a 4-hour chart. Should really be doing it also on a daily chart. And you could do that on your daily chart, see where that trend line comes in. But that's an important trend line to hold. We also have a resistance line, 4-hour chart. Let me go over here. Coming through like that. Now, if you got the Forex Confidant, ebook, they're the 3-step ebook, you could actually do some calculations with it. So I suggest you head on over to Park Avenue Trading, get yourself a free ebook, and make sure you smash and like and comment this video. All right, let's move on to our final analysis of Euro Yen for the week. All right, Euro Yen. It needs to get over 163.60 this week in order to show strength. It came up to it and went a little bit. Let me go 163.61. And I had this on a daily. I had a resistance point on a daily that actually held, and it was a good trade. I mean, it was a really good trade. I'm telling you, watch the dailies along with this weekly stuff. You should just be calling me on the phone almost every day, 3 times a day, to get updates. And believe me, I'm going to help you out, you know? So anyway, by it not being able to surpass that last week, that's making me a little bit suspect of what's going on here. I really thought that euro yen was going to break out. I thought that the euro was going to recover. Now the euro seems to be in the same quagmire as sterling dollar. There's just no enthusiasm behind those currencies right now, and they're just like dogs. They're just they're not exciting. I feel really bad for sterling traders and euro dollar traders at banks, because without orders, they're probably just sitting with their thumb in a dirty spot on their body, right? But so what do we need? Like I said, it needs to get above 163.60. So where's some good internal points for the week? And I got to look those up for you. Okay, the important level for the week is 162.62 right here. 162.62. We're not too far away from it. So we're at 163.11. It needs to get through 163.61 to show strength. Where would it go if it went through 163.61? We got a level at 164. 164.30. 164.34 right there. A break through that sends us back towards the 165.35 level. Right now, it's not really showing strength. It's kind of showing a consolidation, potentially even bearish. So a break of 162.61 yields that there is a very strong weekly support at 162.31. If it breaks 162.31, then this market's heading back down towards, like, here's your first level of resistance. That's 1. Here's support, 2, and here's the third one, 161.39. Then we got the 160.25 behind that, but I don't expect this week to really be a collapse in euro yen. I believe that, again, as always, dollar yen's going to lead the pack. So there you have the dollar yen, sterling dollar, euro yen, sterling yen, and please, if you like what you see, like and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell so you get all my other stuff coming out. And I look forward to seeing you in the next videos. Head on over to Park Avenue Trading and get yourself a free ebook. And remember, always remember, enjoy the party, but dance near the door. Cheers.